Welcome to the wreath shop. I'm Julie Samaka with Southern Charm Wreaths, where we make beautiful wreaths and teach you how to make and sell them. In this video, we're going to be making patriotic decor. So I'm going to just I'm just going to get started. I'm in the garage and it's really hot. I mean wreath shop. Did I say garage? I mean wreath shop. We're going to be turning this wooden star into like a patriotic flower decoration. How about that? I know Memorial Day is coming up soon, so I thought, you know, this would be fun to do. You could use it for Memorial Day, or you could use it for, you know, July 4th. Okay, so we've got this wooden star, and you got everything from this project came from Carolina Pottery. Ironically, I just started looking at the tags and I was like, oh my gosh, everything's from Carolina Pottery this time. So this is a wooden star, and I'm looking for the measurements. I don't see it, but this is from Carolina Pottery, and it measures 20 inches? It looks like about 20 inches wide, and it's wood. You can see how thick it is. So here's the back. It's just a rustic wood star. And then I have cut some styrofoam. Now the styrofoam that I use is the it's green. I like this better than the desert foam. It just holds up better. But this, I have this huge block. I wish I had it around me. It's about, you know, that. It's like that tall, and it's real long, and I just keep cutting off pieces as I need it. So I measured, I think I want to cut, let me measure how much this is. So this is 5 inches long by 4 inches. And I think it's about 1.5 inches deep. The first thing I want to do is staple some wire on the base of the star to hold the styrofoam in place. All right, so this is just floral wire, and I'm going to staple it in. All right, so let's see. I'm going to put that right there. So I'm measuring where I want to put the wire. So make it across with the florist wire. You could use pipe cleaner. You might need to double up if you use the pipe cleaner though. Okay, so now do you see what I've got? You probably can't. And if I tip it up like this, I've got the florist wire going in an X underneath the styrofoam. And so now I'm going to staple this down. So just like that. So can you see the florist wire? Okay, so now what I want to do is put some hot glue on top of that just to hold it in place. And I've got my pan glue. What I'm thinking about doing is covering up this part of there. So when I start hot gluing, I don't want glue strings on top of that. I might need to get rid of this bench. Okay, so now what we've done is we've stapled the wire onto the frame, and now I'm going to cover this in sheet moss. So I've got the sheet moss over here. I just want to cover it up because this is going to, this way I won't feel like I have to cover the entire styrofoam with flowers. And this is just a good way of hiding the mechanics. You can get florist wire, what is this called? Sheet moss from your local florist. So I'm just covering it up with the sheet moss. Don't need to do the bottom, just the sides and the top. Doesn't have to be perfect. And it's a messy job, so I probably could have done this over the trash can. I'm using floral, the greening pins or the floral pins to secure it down. You could get those from, you know, any craft store, really. Okay, oh my gosh, see, this is a big mess. Okay, so now that I have that in place, let me move everything out of the way so you can see. What I'm going to do is hot glue this down. And I didn't bring my brush out. So let's just, this isn't hot enough for this. Let's see if we can get this hotter. You need it a little bit hotter. If I had my, I have like a chip brush that I use sometimes when I have to paint a large surface, or you can use like a wooden spoon. We don't need to put a ton on there because we're going to use the wire also, but I wanted some on it. Okay, so we've got some glue on the bottom, and I'm going to position it right there. And now I'm going to take the wire that we stapled on the bottom, and I'm just going to pull it up on the top and secure it just like this. And I'll bring the other one up and secure it. And then I'm going to cut off the excess wire at the top. Just like this. So this is what I have so far. Okay, my idea was to put this around, so I don't want glue all over that wood part. All right, so now that I've got this out of the way, the fun begins because we get to decorate it with flowers and ribbon. So I think what I want to do first is a bow. And I've chosen, even though they're not considered technically patriotic ribbon, it's got the colors, okay, that I'm going with. So I'm going to make a bow out of these two ribbons. Let's see, I think I'm going to, I want it to come down not as long as the star. Scissors. Maybe right there. So I'm going to have a tail about this long, and this is 11 inches, and I'm going to pinch it, and I'm going to measure out 8 inches on the mat. just like that. And then I'm going to bring the ribbon up and over and secure it at the 8-inch mark, just like that. So it's a little bow tie. I'm going to cut that off. Now, if you have arthritis, you could definitely, you know, put a clip on that or something, or chip clip to hold it. But I'm just going to keep holding it in my hand and get another layer of the bow going. All right, so this is going to be 10 inches. So I've got 10-inch loop there. And then I'm going to put it down on the mat and measure up again 10 inches. And then another loop of 10 inches. And cut this off. So this is what the bow looks like. It's just whimsical ribbon loops. Nothing of, you know, not too, let's see, I think I'm going to use a pipe cleaner for this one. Instead of florist wire, I want a little bit bigger, a little bit of a thicker, whatchamacallit, this right here. A pipe cleaner is thicker than the florist wire, and that's what I want, because I'm going to put it in the pick machine so that I could pierce it into the styrofoam. I've never made this before, so thank you for giving me a little bit of grace to try to figure it out for myself. You know, my goal is to come on here, and even I teach in my Wreath Making of the Month Club not to be afraid of trying new things. You know, you don't have to know exactly what you're going to do, and it might not be perfect, but that's okay. We're just having fun. So I am not dovetailing the ribbon on the ends. I'm just going to roll them up. So this is what the bow looks like. All right, so now I'm going to put it in the pick machine over here. I have a video showing you already how to do the how I use the pick machine, how to load it, how to care for it. And if you go to the Facebook page under videos, you'll see that. So we put a pick right there on top of the pipe cleaner. And now I want to position that. I'm going to put it in the side of the styrofoam. So this is what we've got. So we've got the star, and you've got the moss box covered, you know, styrofoam, and we've just attached the bow on the side. And now I want to fill in with flowers. So again, I'm going to cover up, just lay this on top so that I don't want glue on top of the wood. Oh, let me turn it. Okay, so I've got Gerber daisies, and I've got hydrangeas. Aren't these beautiful? And I've got whatever these flowers are called. I have no idea, but they're blue. And I've got some white ones just like that. So we're going to just start adding a bunch of flowers, and I've got some greenery too. So the first thing I want to do is add the focal flowers. Let's see. I think I'm going to do them in threes for now. There's one there. One there. And one there. Just like that. If you didn't want to use this big old bag, you could probably put something, what's that, tinfoil. All right, actually, this is in the way, so I'm just going to move it out of the way. I thought it was a good idea until I started using it. So I've got these longer stems I'm going to put on the bottom and the top. So we've got one here. So I like to put some on the bottom and the top, and that just helps to, for me in my head, to determine how long I want the flowers to come out. So let me get the top ones done and then I'll show you. So we've got 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, and that is going to start defining my spray. I don't want to cover up too much of the star, so I'm going to keep those pieces over on that side a little shorter. It is already blazing hot here in South Carolina, and there is no AC here in the workshop. So I've added 2 over here on this side, and you see how they're shorter. I cut the stems in half. This almost is a little bit too big now that I'm looking at it, so if you're going to make one of these at yourself, you might want to make it just a tad smaller, because I want to make sure I see the star. Okay, so I've got a couple pieces on this side, and now what I want to do is go through and put in these hydrangeas. I think these are going to be pretty nestled down in a little closer. Let's see if I need a pick on these. I don't think I do. You could use any color flowers. So this could be, you know, it doesn't have to be patriotic. It could be summer flowers with a summer theme. Don't you love technology? Let's do one more. think for right now I'm going to leave it just like this. I can put more later if I want more. But so far this is what we have. Isn't it cute? It's turning out real cute. Now I'm going to lighten up the colors just a little bit with some white and then some greenery. All the supplies came from Carolina Pottery. Let's see, how many do I want? So these I'm putting just a little bit more on the top, not the side of the foam. And the beauty is you can, with silk flowers, you can bend them the way you want them. These do not want to slide. Do one at the top. I'm running out of room. I definitely need to clean out the garage. I've got too much stuff laying around. And can you believe it's almost time to be pulling out fall? Let's see, did that get in there? Just going to put one down in the center. Oh, looks cute. It needs a little bit more red, maybe. First, let me put some greenery in and then on the side. I'll definitely have to put picks on these. I love these plastic greenery stems, especially the ones that have a bunch of different pieces on them, different variety, and you can bend them. So you just keep placing their flowers until you get something that you like. Do you see how much greenery that adds? Isn't that pretty? All right, so now I'm going to move it around to the side and work on this side a little bit. Add another little greenery stem. Maybe some more white. does. It needs a little bit more white over here. Don't be afraid to try new things. Oops. Greenery over here. Now, if you get a piece of greenery that's too much, you know, it's just too much, so I don't want it, I don't want that much there, I can take this apart, but save these because I can use them in a little bit. And shape it. I think I need a little blue on the, some more hydrangea on the side just to fill it in. And maybe a red Gerber. Let me see. Yeah, a little red Gerber over here. This will be pretty hanging on a wall or a door. Where else could you hang this, you guys? Let's see. So we've got this side done. You see how I've added some greenery and some blue. And I might put some of that, spread it out a little bit. So I think this is too much greenery right here, so I'm going to cut off some of it. Okay. And then coming over on this side, I'll use those extra greeneries that I cut off from the larger, and I'll just add it to the side over here. So you see how there's just a clump of greenery right there? So if I'm not happy with it, I could just take some of, I don't have to pull the whole thing out. I'll just pull some of the pieces out. And reposition. Ooh, this thing's getting big. Over on this side. So I'm just covering up over here on this side with some more greenery. I think I'm going to do one more red flower on this side, and I'm putting these down real tight. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. So this is where I was working over here. You can see how I put these down real tight, real close in to the styrofoam. And I think we're just about done. I think what I want to do is put some, let's see, probably some blue. Do I have any more blue? I want something coming out from under the around the bow area. Okay, so I think we're done, you guys. Let me get everything out of the way and I'll show you. And I've already seen some stuff that I don't like about it, and I'll tell you what I don't like about it. To help you when you're making yours. Let me roll these up. Okay, let me just, I feel like I need some more greenery in the center. But one thing I'm going to tell you right now, what I don't like about it is it's too big. The centerpiece is too big for the star. I wanted to see more of the star from the, you know, the wooden star, the points. And I've gone hog wild with the flowers. But that's what happens, right? When we try new things, you just never know how it's going to turn out. So I feel like there's just too much, like too many flowers like right here. So I'm just going to pepper it with some of the greenery to break it up a little bit. Okay, let's see, I think this is it, you guys. So let me sit it back a little bit. So you can see, this is the full, here's the back. So you can see how I made it just a little bit too big. So when you're making yours, try to keep it a little bit smaller because I wanted to be able to see that there was a star there. But it's still pretty. I mean, this is still going to be a spectacular show on your front door or, you know, over the kitchen window or mantle or wherever you want to put it. You could probably put like a little mini flag or some star, another little ornament or something like right there. And that would be real pretty too. So here it is. Up close, you can see the sides and the bow.